It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Oh, we're live.
We are live. That's why I'm singing it's showtime. It's showtime.
Let's go.
It's 9 o'clock on the
showtime
dot.
at the Apollo.
9 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Club's going up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Talking bricks and them Legos ain't choosy. You're welcome.
I have a song to make. Yeah.
Where's our song we requested last time again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's that? Has that got made yet?
When you're knocking door to door, it's not really a thing that
I'm not gonna go to make my song.
I know I gotta make the song. Ugh. My bad. But
hey, I'm still waiting on some audio. My guy.
You were in line on a lot of other projects. You know, I'm doing my voiceover demos right now, and I've been doing that for a minute.
See, this can get added to your portfolio, though.
I know. I totally need to. I need to do that. It's like we need TikTok sounds, and this is what's going to go into it.
Clip it from the YouTube.
What's going on, everybody? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're listening to this. But it's a brand new episode of Brick Nite. I'm one of your hosts, Kennard. Join alongside me always is the sleeveless, forever now getting bearded Brick Jake, and then down below, of course, is the amazing couple duo of Super Hawk Bricks. Got Super Cabre, and then we got Unhappy Mohawk. We've got a really exciting episode today. We've got brand new guests who are going to be popping onto the podcast, which is really exciting. And
really exciting.
This was a recommendation from the Hawks, so I'm gonna let y'all take it away. And what's happening? Like, what are we doing tonight?
Well, we have a very special guest tonight. Brick Derby is going to be in the house talking about their new product. They are going to be debuting it also at Brick World Chicago this year. So you also will get another sneak peek of it there. Bringing on Chris and Brad from Brick Derby. And yeah, let's roll that clip.
I'll take this since Jake's
I was posting our story.
It's okay. We'll just cut that out. It'll be fine. I think this is the holiday special one. God, I've got too many updates on here. Let's roll this.
You're glitchy.
Yo, that intro is wild.
Yeah. Like the cold open or just the little intro, the song?
Good, dude. It's so good. It feels so pro. You guys should do this for a living.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I never really thought about that. Sponsors. Oh my God. Welcome to the podcast, though. We're super excited. I just saw that Brad changed his name to Brick Van Dyke now.
That's what really threw me off when I glanced down. Cause I'm like, what the heck? What just happened?
It was the Brick at Night thing, and so I was going for the Nick at Night tie-in with Dick Van Dyke. So Brick Van Dyke it is.
I'll take it.
Classy move,
I'll take it. You had Mohawk stuff because he low-key was just like, wait a minute, his name's Brad, but I gotta say it.
Like, I know it, and I can't read what it says down there because that's not him.
I thought you were about to say we've got Chris and we've got Brick. I'm glad.
I've been told way worse than that, so let's go.
You all know the Hawks just read whatever's on the teleprompter, so we got to be careful.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Energy saver turned on. My teleprompter's broke.
I love that.
That's like, thank you, San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. No, we're super excited to have you on here. I think we were going through guests for season 10, and the Hawks are always the go-to folks for us when it comes to people we need to like start networking with and get to know. And they're like, Brick Derby. And I'm like, go with it. Well, let's bring them on.
Woo.
Super excited to have you guys on here. Very excited to go over what topics we read over. We did like a quick little spiel on what topics we can honestly talk about.
Literally anything. With you guys, I mean, come on, just look at your backdrops. There's so many things we could just point. We could talk about Star Wars. We could talk about minifig collection. Like, there's just like we could go off. There's a baseball diamond back there behind Jay. Come on, there's things.
You're lucky you have his eyes right now.
I was just saying, we don't have any baseball games on tonight, or else we wouldn't have his attention.
actually.
Oh,
Actually, there's a
That's what I
game on
say.
right now.
There's a game in 40 minutes. They're on the
Wow.
West Coast.
We're on
in,
time.
So
Seattle.
we're on a tight watch.
All right, let's get snapping here. Come on.
Yeah, cut off time today. 9:45. We're done, guys.
Listen,
Oh my
it was
God.
a very rough night. We lost our third baseman because he broke his ankle rounding on a pop out on a sac fly.
But hey,
Was
if
that
we're going baseball news, they've just said that Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe are no longer banned from baseball.
Okay, I get
Here we go.
I get Pete Rose just died. He wasn't gonna get in the Hall of Fame until he was dead. Unfortunately, that's just these old baseball mentality guys. What does Shoeless Joe Jackson have to do with this right now?
And what happened to his shoes anyway? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God.
So he was part of the Black Sox back in 1907. It was a corrupt baseball team that they took a dive in the World Series to win money.
Whoa.
And Shoeless Joe Jackson was the only guy that did not want to participate in that, and he turned everybody in.
Whoa.
But I guess
He's a
I don't
legend.
know. He is,
Okay, yeah.
but because he was part of that whole roster, they don't recognize him. But now we're
Right.
officially. Rob Manfred said, "Okay, we can put him in the Hall of Fame now." It's been 115
Okay, he's dead.
He
years.
earned it. He earned that.
I know he was excited to get the message.
Oh
I'm a
my
big
God.
baseball guy. Big baseball guy.
Yeah, dude, you're the baseball guy. I mean, how many? So I know your resolution was to go to every baseball park. How many do you have left?
A
The
lot.
one that's in Chicago.
A lot.
Both of the ones in Chicago. All of the ones in the state of California. Everything really everywhere.
Everything everywhere. Well, it's a good goal.
I am crossing a new stadium off the list this year. I'll be going to Seattle in August, so
Nice.
I'm gonna cross
Nice.
the Mariners off. T-Mobile Park is supposed to
Not
be
for
nice.
BrickCon. You're not going for BrickCon. That's in September.
No, I'm going to
Right?
visit a buddy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, you know.
See,
There's
they keep
plenty
trying to
of
get me with
opportunities.
Chicago to come see the Sox and the Cubbies, but
He
it's
won't
my
come
wife's
out.
birthday week. I gotta
Yeah, for some reason his
celebrate
wife interferes with coming to the Lego convention. Like
Bro, it's my birthday week. You should have been coming over for me. It would have been
He's
easy.
gonna be there.
Jenny, I'm very
mean-
sorry.
Ken's gonna be there.
Jenny can.
Hold on now, Jenny, Kenny.
No, Jenny.
We're not gonna
Rob
Yeah.
is Cookie Bear.
Jenny loves me. I think. I don't know. Maybe.
I think if you're trying to put yourself higher
Yeah.
than her, no.
If
So
she loves you
backstory
more,
for
it's-
you guys.
you lose that battle when you steal him away for your birthday week.
Exactly.
For the last
It's
6
a
months,
good
we've been
point.
trying to get Jake to bail on his wife's birthday plans to come hang out with us in Chicago, and we have yet to have any
So-
impact on it.
I will
So,
be on the
Jake, we're not
icon of
gonna-
the seas.
We're not going to see you at Brick World then,
No.
Not Jake. You'll
Dang
see
it.
us and you'll see Ken.
but we'll meet you in person, Ken. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm
Well,
ready for Chicago. 4 weeks, by the way. You have 4 weeks, full weeks until the event happens.
Yo, that's
technically
bananas.
5
Oh
if
my
you're
God,
here for
that's
the
fast.
weekend.
I
But
can't believe
That
it.
close.
no, yeah, literally 4 weeks.
are you guys ready? Do you have like stuff
No.
you're displaying or like?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
I'll see you there.
the majority of our display is, but like that's so these tables behind us, the whole storage underneath of the tables is the display.
Yeah.
So like
I
it's
still
packed
have
up
to
and
make
ready.
Banners and
Now, do you
posters.
have some like elaborately, perfectly constructed jigsaw thing that like folds out into like 5 drawers and you open it and it's kind of like this apparatus?
Not
that you-
quite
I
in one
wish.
piece, but it's 5 or 6 totes that you open up and then you build like a
Oh, yeah.
framework and then it all just snaps
Scaffolding,
together.
basically.
Yeah, you build a bunch of
Okay,
scaffolding.
see,
and then
you
connect
so you
everything.
do have some kind of
Kinda, yeah.
modular, patented modular system that.
Poles and plates, poles and
What's
plates.
even more
Alright.
fun though is
I can't
my-
wait to
I'm-
see it.
I have the more impressive thing is the boxes that I store the stuff in because they're made of cardboard and hot
He
glue,
built them.
and they even have like a self-closing lid. Like once you drop the lid, it'll stop and then just slowly close down the rest of the way. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
You'll see them.
Ooh.
You know what's funny, dude?
The
When
real
we
trick
were-
is child labor too. They use their children to help.
Yeah, I highly
A lot of help.
recommend have a couple kids and then put them to work.
Right.
They work great for that.
Yeah, they do. They do. They're fast and they're flexible and they have really good dexterity. Yeah.
Well, and at the age of 14, you can put them in as an employee.
Yeah. Hey, even younger in Florida. So, depends on where the convention is.
There
Holy
you go.
smokes, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm excited though. I've never been to Chicago.
Yeah,
Really?
we're
Never been to Chicago.
Oh, are you going to take time? You're going to go see the city, get a deep dish pizza, the whole shebang?
So my birthday's on the 12th, and I was talking to the person who's going to be rooming with me at the hotel, and I was like, I really want to go to a Cubs game, and he was like, let's get a group together, and I was like, that's fine, I don't care. The more the merrier. I need to go to a Cubs game and get a Chicago dog, so I'm all set.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah, good. You're gonna have a blast. Go drink some Malorts, eat a deep dish. You'll have a blast.
Exactly. I'm excited.
So we lost Jake there for a second. His phone died.
Oh, did we? My battery died.
Probably Jenny. It's probably Jenny was
Jenny came by about the internet.
From what I know about Jenny so far.
Jenny just cut the cord on the internet for him. You can't hang out with him anymore. Well, okay. What in the world's going on? I was like, I was wondering what was going on, and I see a cat now.
He always has to make an appearance.
Yeah, he can't stand it. It's bedtime, so he's trying to tell us, like, hey, you guys are supposed to be in the other room.
Right.
Yeah.
No, stop.
Quick.
Not ASMR.
I want to say, I was like, I heard the purring going on. I was like, what's going on here?
But anyways, so yeah, Brick World.
Shinobi Turtle.
Got a commenter.
What's up, Shinobi Turtle? That is a great name.
That is a good
We were
name.
just talking about great names earlier, and I think
like a Mario
Shinobi
character.
Should get something. Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think
It sounds like I don't know if it is, but that's the first thing that popped up was some kind of Yoshi combination with
Right.
It's got me thinking about what it is now.
Yep, you have to search this up. Pull a picture up.
Pull it up.
Oh,
Shinobi
Google.
Turtle. Where did you come up with the name Shinobi Turtle? Because Shinobi is a town in Japan. Am I making that up? I think I'm making that up.
Shinobi.
Oh, nice.
I thought it was like
Alright.
near Tokyo. Howdy all. General Tron's bricks. Tron as in the original movie Tron, like sci-fi lore Tron.
I'm
maybe?
assuming just because of the little 4 squares right there.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a new Tron coming out. Later
What?
this year,
A new one?
Tron.
Yeah, Tron
Atlas?
Ares.
No.
Yeah, Ares. Maybe something. It's got Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
Jared Leto's, yeah, it looks really good. It looks really cool. The previews are out. Yeah, it looks epic, real epic.
Oh,
They're
man.
bringing the world of Tron into reality. So you just see the biplanes
That's what it is.
using their lasers to block missiles. I'm just like, this looks really good.
Yeah, that's
Really?
That'd
That's
be
a
neat.
raving endure. I feel like that has the chance to go sideways pretty hard. So if it's good, then I'm gonna be really stoked because I actually really liked the remake with what's his face? Come on, with Lebowski with
Jeff Daniels.
thank you.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh my god! I was like, wait, hold on.
The other one, but the new one, I think Jared Leto's team is red, and that red glow looks real sick. It looks real
man.
sick.
There's a moment in the trailer where they're on the light cycle. He turns on the little beam and it cuts a cop car in half, and I'm like, that's great.
It looks pretty epic.
It looks fantastic.
I got to ride that Tron coaster at Disney World on spring break, and it is so good. It is so good. It's not Velocicoaster good at Universal, but it's up there.
There he is.
Hey, made it.
We had a
Jenny was watching and overheard us. And
that was embarrassing.
We were just talking about Tron.
No, remember when I said remember when I said in the energy saver mode you should turn it on? Well, apparently my computer just wasn't plugged in, so it wasn't charging that whole time.
Oh, nice. Love that for you.
But I'm back.
Well, you're here now.
Glad to have you back, dude.
Yeah.
Would still love to have you in Chicago.
I'm glad it wasn't a Newark outage that created your power problem.
The outage is apparently coming to Atlanta too. That they're having some trouble.
Oh, crazy. Well, speaking of cool power-related things, we were just talking about Tron, and I was thinking to myself, I have not seen a Tron like Lego display, and I feel like I've been to a gazillion.
One of
Lego
the
shows,
Lego
fan
Master
events.
contestants, actually, Mark from season 1, has a Tron display that he does.
Dude.
I don't know if he's coming to Chicago, but I do know he did Virginia last year, Atlanta. Brick Fair, Virginia.
I need to see that.
Yeah, I feel like
definitely need to see that.
it's just like it would be so cool with the
I've always
lights.
been a sucker for anything that glows or has lights, black light stuff. So that Tron thing is right up my alley, man. It's really cool.
Well, I like how they came out with, I think it was an idea set. It was the Tron Light Cycle race where they had 2 light cycles. And I'm like, I would really like to see this as like an actual laid out display, because that'd be really cool if someone went out of their way to put all the lights in there.
Dude.
I just saw, that the Griswold National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation set, the Lego Idea set, got like 10,000 likes or whatever. So it's in the mix now, and I'm thinking, man, you could light that sucker up and just illuminate the whole room. I mean, just go nuts with all the lights on the roof of that house. It'd be a lot of fun to build.
You could also blind the neighbors.
That's right.
Yeah.
It better. Otherwise,
It'd be
it's not
a fun
authentic.
set to build.
It's Christmas, Audrey. We're all miserable. It's so good. That movie's so good.
It's so cool.
Unbelievably good.
On Mother's Day, we were at my in-laws, and I don't know, she turned on CMT, and of course they were playing them all. And she's like, that's not the same daughter as the other. We're like, well, it's never the same children.
It's never the same kids.
Yeah.
The parents are the only consistent thing, and the crazy cousin.
Yep.
That's right.
God, yeah.
I think I found the page real quick of that Tron.
Oh, hell yeah.
Share screen. This one. Share.
It just feels like it would lend itself so well to.
Oh,
dude.
That's incredible.
Hell yeah, Mark.
We're in the grid.
Genius.
Oh, man.
And that looks so good.
There you go.
Dude, that's super stellar.
Oh, look at oh man, I wish I could control the camera. Go back to the bikes. Go back to the bikes.
Go back.
Wow, dude.
It's
This
huge,
is so
man. How
wild.
big this thing is.
I think I got another one of it.
Oh,
That's
my
a
goodness.
lot of electronics, dude.
Then
That's
there's
it.
the bottom. Oh man.
Yeah.
Right there. Those. Yeah. Oh, we got a
Hell
whole.
yeah, Mark.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this is bananas.
This is nuts.
Crazy.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love
you have a
all
lot more
the-
patience than I do, Mark. That's
Right.
amazing.
Mark, he should win something for this. I feel like he should win something.
I'm sure he did.
Like, this is epic. There's programming in here. Like,
will have like
Look at that.
awards.
It's so cool.
wow, that's sick.
Oh, cat hair.
That is
Dang.
too cool.
And those trans orange, they glow under black light. So this would look super
Mhm.
sick with the lights out and the black light on. That would look so cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's
I'm a
got
super
me
fan.
really wanting to watch Tron Legacy now.
Right, and there's a great animated series too on Disney Plus. I forgot what it's Tron Legacy. Maybe that was the name of the movie.
I can't remember what it was called.
I can't remember the show.
Yeah.
He's got
Those are pretty
one
cool.
more. There it is.
Whoa.
Oh, the
Then
tank.
you got that.
I don't remember
Yeah.
this.
Dang, dude.
Huh. It's gonna be that's cool, but I just don't remember from the show.
I
Dude,
mean,
those angles.
the tank-
That's,
The tank came from the movie when they originally came out.
Tonight's
with the
episode
first
is
Tron
brought
movie.
to you by Tron. And, Disney Plus.
Sorry to go a little off track topic there, but yeah. Back
I
on
will
this.
say, because you guys were talking about it while I was
tangential.
loading up, I don't know how I feel about the new movie. I hate Jared Leto's acting.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
He's
He's a
so
weird
weird. After that Joker performance, I'm like, I don't know.
oh, fair enough, dude. Fair enough.
Yeah, that was tough. What's the best movie he's been in?
Definitely not
Dallas Buyers
Morpheus.
Club.
Yeah, that was bad. The Joker
Dallas-
thing.
Dallas Buyers Club. I heard he was really good.
Okay.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
I was just thinking Christian Bale losing that like creepy 80 pounds for that movie and looking like a twig.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and I saw the. There's so many Avengers movies I can't keep up with them, but the one, Thor: Love and Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Christian Bale was super skinny at the beginning of that too. That's a weird movie, man. That movie's super weird. Tron Ares, thanks Tron. I appreciate you confirming. I think Jake had it right on the name of that movie. I was wrong. That looks really cool.
Fair enough. General Tron says he's going to give him a chance on the new Tron Ares.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Just because,
it's probably worth
Disney's coming out with another live action.
Supposed to poll is Jared Leto a better singer or actor? What's his
singer?
Group? 30 Seconds to Mars, is that it? Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna.
It's karaoke night on Brick Nite.
Jake does like.
I mean, you won't be shocked to see that happening as far as karaoke night on Brick Nite.
I got invited to a Eurovision party this weekend.
Really?
Did you guys know this is a real thing?
Yeah.
So I thought it was just a movie.
No, it's legit.
The Will Ferrell movie is so funny.
It's actually really good. It's good as a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will sadly be out of town, but I'm like, damn. I was like, I would go to this party.
You should go. Yeah, you should go.
Because I got the invite. I'm like, is this like a karaoke event? Like, are we just coming over to sing in your bar? And they're like, no, we're going to watch the Eurovision.
Could still be fun. Could still be fun.
It's a movie?
So, can you see it here? Like, how do you watch it in the States?
I don't know. They probably have some back end.
You can stream anything, I guess.
Somebody's got VPN doing something.
I'll have to tell you offline.
Now, after the show.
Right.
Can you have a plus one? Can I
you have to know a cable guy.
It's like, how you do it? We're gonna bootleg it for you.
Yeah. Take your camera. Record it.
Here, I'm going to tell everybody how you do it right now. You just got to simply.
Oh, okay.
You do it.
No,
that's easy.
That's all you have to do.
Fantastic.
You do some basic power tools.
That'll be awesome.
Hey guys, if you want to come over and see it at my place, I'll have it ready for us too.
Yeah.
Exactly, guys.
Chris, you just died a little from that. Like, dude. I didn't expect
that totally caught me off, dude. I'm dead.
It's so funny.
Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh, I can't wait to see what other tricks you guys have up your sleeves. You know, like I thought it was just cool looking.
Look how you're prepared for that. Like
that's all I got.
That was totally off the cuff, and that was so good. Like,
I mean, there is the other one. There's the other video. There's the other video leap one, but we probably play that one and surprise everybody later.
Yeah, maybe save it and hit it when it's
for a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. Another one of those we can't share this moment. No, I'm over here though, so I'm actually taking a look at the Brick Derby website right here.
Oh yeah,
new Brick Derby website.
Bring it up.
It is brand new. Don't judge us because it's brand new. Okay,
I'm not judging. I'm just so it's. Hold on, wait a minute. I'll present it.
All right.
Let me share the screen.
Show me what you're working with.
Hold on, wait a minute. Window.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Like, don't judge me. I'm watching One Piece over here too.
So you can judge whatever, but those graphics are sick.
It's beautiful. What do you mean? Don't judge me. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
you know, we're kicking it off here, guys.
Love it.
Race it. Hack it.
Hack it. You know, it's like.
Brick
It's
World
got
Chicago
so
banner
much
across the
potential
top.
to do this and that. So
I like that. Build, race, win.
Brick World Chicago will be up there.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, I'm excited for you guys to come to Chicago. I have a car to build.
Hell yeah.
I Tron car. Perfect.
I was looking at these. I was like, why do they look so shiny? And they're made of zinc.
They are.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really cool. So you add little weights to the car.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, Brad. You talk about it.
From a science perspective, right? You know, we race these on a track that has a ramp, a starting ramp, and so potential energy is height times weight. So the more weight your car has, the more potential energy it has. If you can conserve energy by reducing the amount of friction, you've got a better chance of winning. So we want to get a car. Most rules max out at like 5 ounces. Those zinc bricks are just about half an ounce a piece. So here's the trick. Everybody key in. You want that weight towards the back of the car.
Noted.
So you can see the zinc brick Chris is holding up there. So the reason for that is your car starting on an incline somewhere around 40 degrees. If potential energy is height times weight, then you want your weight to be at the highest point, which your vehicle will be at the back of the vehicle. So as your car is going down the track, it's accelerating as long as its center of mass is higher than level. So that's the point where it stops accelerating. If your weight is here, it stops accelerating when this point gets to the flat part. If your weight is here, it's still accelerating. That's the key in maximizing your potential energy. So if you are building a brick derby car or a pinewood derby car, that is my first key. My first tip is that weight needs to be towards the back of the vehicle. But what I'm curious to see is how Lego builders could use those bricks in other applications. Trebuchet mechanisms for opening like castle gates, things like that. Like how could you use bricks that are 2x2 but weigh, I don't know, 6 or 8 times what a normal 2x2 brick weighs?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, what are they called? Tins and Gretty
structures.
The Tins and Gretty structures where they use chain. So it's essentially two structures and they're attached by chain and then they counterbalance. So that idea of a counterbalance, that would be perfect because then I could do something grand and be like, I'll just put a little weight here and that's fixed.
So there's probably a lot of optical illusion type stuff you could do when people assume, that bricks the same size would weigh the same. So that would be interesting.
Yeah,
these are crazy. These are mind bending.
Have you seen any of the Lego ones?
Yeah, that's neat.
Those get to be crazy.
Actually, that's on here as a thing.
Yeah, there you go. That's the basic. That's what started it all for everybody. Was that design there?
Just started adding to it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The upside down has gotten me like
that's so wild.
That's cool.
Is the DeLorean one? Please click on the DeLorean one.
Yeah, the DeLorean one is sweet.
What? Oh, that's genius. That's the kind of stuff, dude. Like. That's so fun.
Who did this? Show yourself.
The Brothers Brick. There you go.
Shout out to the Brothers Brick. That's my favorite movie, and that is a really cool build. That's really cool. Nice work.
1.21 gigawatts. The only thing that can control that kind of power is a bolt of lightning. A bolt of lightning.
The dragon one looks pretty cool right there too, where your mouse is hovering.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's bananas.
Shoot, they got that one, so and then cool. They got the slave one right here.
Dude, this is
I've
magic,
seen like
right?
Table and chair sets that are built like this, and it's just like a total mind blowing experience.
You just see him flip the tabletop,
and you can do a really cool Pandora. Like Avatar thing.
Oh, I think someone tried that with this.
Yeah, there you go. There's multiple.
There you go.
One on top of another on top of
another.
That is
bananas.
That's
physics.
You'd be surprised. I think it's just like stacks on stacks on stacks.
So with a structure like that one, it works, but it's also extremely delicate. Like once you get it sitting there, everything is good. But if you take that and you just from the side just barely touch one of those, the whole thing will crumble.
Right. If you introduce any energy into the system,
What's that one kind of on the first line at the end that says floating island?
Right. Hold on. I got up.
There it is.
There you go. Looks like this.
Okay.
Dude.
Same principle.
This is a Lego Ideas one.
Get out of town.
Not approved though. It had the votes.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Why? Are there any
Lego hates
Lego
fun.
sets?
I wonder if it has to do with the technicality of putting strain on brick makes it an illegal technique.
I say, technically it's not a legal technique. That is true.
Oh,
strain on the brick. Any strain on the brick is considered an illegal technique. That's why you can't put plates in sideways that don't have brick on.
Look how it's hovering over a modern city.
It's amazing. I love it.
How cool is that? Like the juxtaposition of this medieval castle over a modern skyscraper city. Yeah.
But that's really cool.
It's so cool, dude. Like this is my favorite thing, right? Like the people building stuff in the community are like, oh, you know what would be cool if we use this thing that we know, but we did it in an unconventional way that no one's ever seen. And like the only way that this happens is the Lego community, right? Which is a thing I love about Lego ideas. And people are just like swinging at it and doing stuff. But it's just like, man, this is exactly what I think we want. And that is like so exciting about building things is also like, in my opinion, breaking things. Like I love the idea that it's an illegal technique. Like I love that it's illegal. Like I think that's
cheating at Lego is a crazy thought.
Like I can't wait for people to hack. I can't wait for people to hack our brick chassis and like saw it in half and like do, and you know what I mean? Like just do crazy stuff. Yeah, I can't wait.
Valid.
Not gonna lie,
I want somebody to melt it and like bend it. Like I don't know. I have no idea what we're gonna see, but I just want to see a lot of ridiculous things.
Yeah,
I'll say we have something to show off. With your car that you're building.
My
the
show car?
No, the wheels. That's my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
The wheels.
Yeah, because the only complaint I had with the chassis is I didn't have a way to customize the wheels. But then I got to playing around with it and I discovered I could have my own wheel modification where I actually have hubcaps and all.
Like cheating. I don't trust him.
Oh, look at those big oversized tires. You get some off-road tires there.
Yeah. And see, it's just
this man is about to like send spikes.
Gone over the entire
dude. Check that out. So the hubcap, like that umbrella,
the tire is holding it on.
Fits perfectly. Yeah, like how, like it's so cool.
That's great. I would never, because I was thinking, because I was looking at it the other day and trying to figure out how to get like a 1x1 plate to attach to the hub.
Yeah, that was our problem.
But you went with the tire over it, which is brilliant.
Now I gotta say, race wise, this is the show car. This is gonna be the show car.
That is not aerodynamic.
I mean, if we're being honest, dude, like here's the fun part, right? Like we get to make the rules. So like the fun part is like, well, why don't we have a monster derby, like a monster truck derby race? We're like, cool, you're eligible to race in monster truck derby, but only if you have these wheels. And then we level the playing field. And you just rip it. Like
just send you my monster truck Pinewood Derby car, right?
Yes. Perfect.
And it's cool because I can detach the chassis and then attach regular pine car wheels to it. So it's race mode and off-road mode.
Yes.
Dude, that is insane.
I'm with you. We got the off-road Batmobile.
Nice.
Be careful. The dynamic builder might steal that one.
I'll send it
to Chicago, I guess. So it'll be safe.
He'll be with his newborn boy. There's that.
It's fair.
What if we did a race of just Batmobiles?
Well, we got
Then we got a sneak peek of part of this one's construction.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got my dragon leg. One of them finished.
It's Lego. The opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
Bro, that is crazy cool.
Yes, look at it. I'm all for the bat cars.
Batmobile, how dare you?
Brad will not toot his own horn, but Brad is like wicked good at building Pinewood Derby cars. Like insanely good. Like go see his stuff on Facebook and like look at all the glowing stuff that he's built, like the lights, the electronics, like it's crazy. Like the shapes that he makes are just bananas.
This kit, the battery's dead in it, but it's remote controlled and it's got a LED scanner in the front. And you turn it on, and it plays the swoosh sound, and the light turns on, and then it's got the theme song, like the bumper music in there, and then like 2 audio clips of Kit speaking. So this is a fully remote controlled Knight Rider Pinewood Derby car. It's really kids. Awesome. I don't know if the kids got it, but the dads.
Dude, when we're at the shows, that's half the fun is when the kids are like, "Oh, that's cool," and then the parents come over and say, "Oh man, that's so cool." Yeah. We're like, "Yes, we're not just doing it for the kids. We know you love it too."
Right. Like every good kids movie, there's jokes for parents, and you're like, "Yeah, that was good."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who are listening to this and you're like, why are they talking about Pinewood Derby? Well, the truth is the Brick Derby brand actually came from Pinewood Pro, our company selling Pinewood Derby, like winning Pinewood Derby parts for the last like 30 years. And I think what's cool is we figured out how to get wheels that are ridiculously fast. And we were like, why don't we put it on a Lego chassis? And then the last couple of years, that chassis has been like just people want it. They just keep buying it. So we were like, oh my gosh, we're looking into it, looking at design, recasting it. How do we make it, a little bit better, faster? And this year we just launched Brick Derby. We just pulled the whole thing out and launched it as a brand. And we're just so stoked. I think it's the future. I think it's the future of what we're doing.
What I love
all
about
Lego compatible. Yeah.
I'm a troop master in a trail life troop. Grew up as a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout, and I love pine car racing. But what I don't like is the fact that these 5 and 6 year olds are not cutting their own cars. Right? Yeah. Dads are building them. Dads are taking over. There's a movie. It's a great movie called Down in Derby, and it's about kids in the Pinewood Derby, but the dads have completely taken over and gone wild. I don't know if it's documentary or not, but it's definitely true. And one of the lines in the movie, one of the kids says, "I can't wait till I'm a dad and I can build my own Pinewood Derby car." But with Brick Derby, the kids have full control, right? Yeah. There's no reason for dad to come in and take over, right? Because the kids, they can build these cars. They can experiment with shapes and designs and stuff, as long as as long as you're not bumping into another car on the track, and as long as your car fits in its lane, the possibilities are endless. And so I've done these in our troop. We've done them. I used to do an employee derby at work that had pine car and Lego, and the adults love the Lego stuff. It's super creative. Good call, Shinobi.
Hell yeah, Shinobi. I love that you did that. Sick.
But
that's awesome.
But what's so fun about this is that kids, they exercise their own creativity so much. The creations they come up with is crazy. They own it, and so when they race it, it's their car, right? It's not dad's car. And then as they get older, they can get into more of the woodworking stuff. But if we're being real with ourselves, these 5-year-olds aren't doing it. Nobody's sitting on the front porch twiddling their Pinewood Derby car, and so the Brick Derby chassis just really changes the whole game on it. But not just 5 and 6 year olds. I don't have to tell you guys, the Lego box says, 5 to 99 or 5 plus. And, I tell my kids, say, you're too old for this. And I say, according to the box, shut up. So it's really cool because
according to the box, you're not getting an inheritance.
right.
I know.
So this is a cool activity, not just for like scout troops and stuff, but like for Lego user groups, right? To issue a challenge. Hey, let's have a race at our next meeting. Everybody build a car. Mm-hmm. Let's race them head to head, because I love building these speed champion things or whatever. I've got half a dozen around here. And these are great. Now, what do I do with it? Right? I sit and look at them. Like, that's so boring. But the cool thing about Brick Derby, we not only have the chassis. If we can go back to the website, we sell the individual wheels, and they just clip on to the bottom of like a 6 wide.
Yeah, like these. So you can buy the chassis, but like
there you go. Those wheels. So you can take a Lego car, just take the wheels off of it. Here's one I did. Here's my old Mustang. And this is a little version of this is the new wheel. And it just clips right onto the bottom there. And now this 2015 Mustang Speed Champion is ready to go on our track. So so you can build your own custom thing. If you're not creative like me, I'm not a Lego guy like you guys. You can definitely take one out of the box and just add our wheels to it and race this down the track. So we've got those 2 options for you. It's super fun to build, super fun to race. Some people like to set up a hard wall at the end of the racetrack and just destroy them at the end and then start over. That's a trigger for me. I don't like that at all. but the fun of Lego is build and rebuild, right? So race it, destroy it, make it again. So there's the set of the wheels that just attach to whatever car you're building, so you're not limited to our chassis necessarily. It gives you a little bit more freedom. So
that allows me to build a 3-wheeled car instead of a 4-wheeled car.
Ooh, build a trike.
That's right. You totally could. Yeah.
So that's another one of those pine car secrets that people swear by is having 3 wheels. Now the problem with having 3 wheels is that if your car starts to veer off course, there's nothing to keep it on. So if you could have your 3 main wheels like one plate level below one of your front wheels, so it's still there, but it's not touching the track. As long as your weight's in the back of the car, that front wheel will never touch. But if your car starts to veer, that wheel is still in place to keep it on the track. And the benefit there is that it's still the same amount of friction. It's just dispersed through 3 wheels instead of 4. But you don't need as much energy to get 3 wheels rolling as you do 4 wheels rolling. So you're talking about rolling inertia. You don't need as much energy, and cars that have 3 wheels on the track typically perform better than an identical car with 4 wheels. So we're if you're whether you're flying car racing or brake racing, we're giving you the tips right now to win your local race. So
it's so true, dude. Yo, Brad is the guy.
Though. That sparked a question. You said don't have the front wheel on the track. Could I build it like a trike, but do it wheelie bar style, so it's just wheeling?
So that depends on your track, right? So tracks, some tracks are built differently. Some have a solid bar down the middle that your car would kind of straddle as it goes into the track. Some have thin bars that have an empty space between where you've got some room in the middle. So it really depends on the type of track you're racing on. So I would definitely get the specs on your track before you start your build, because that has a lot to do with your clearances under the car in the front, in the middle, in the back. So
what should I expect to see in Chicago so I can build to win?
That's an excellent question.
We're gonna bring our
yeah, so that'll blow your mind, because you've never seen anything like that before.
Yes.
Who's got the trigger to that thing? Who's handling the joystick? Jake.
Right on time, buddy.
So good, dude.
I was waiting for somebody to ask you a question like, how do I build the fastest car?
Busted, dude. Oh my god.
That'll be Jake on the trigger.
Derby Magic tracks, which are like the standard like yellow ones. If you've seen them, you can go to what's the best way to see them?
The website's got them, I think, doesn't it?
Probably go to pinewoodpro.com.
You'd have to go to pinewoodpro.com to see them. If you go to pinewoodpro.com and search tracks, they're in there.
While they pull that up now, so I know we were looking at the little heavier bricks to help balance out.
Yeah.
Do you limit how many of those technically you could use?
You know, your local rules.
I mean, obviously, at a certain point, you're probably making it too heavy.
Yeah.
Put, 10 of them on there.
We typically max it out at 5 ounces, right? So that's tends to be kind of a sweet spot depending on track length. You know, you want weight so you have potential energy, but the heavier your car is, and if you have a long straightaway, you're just dragging it down, right? It's just too much weight. So so you try to strike a balance between having enough weight to get down the track quickly, but not so much weight that you're weighing yourself down at the end. We typically do 5. I've seen 8 ounces. I think that's probably against the law and should be reported to the national authorities. But 5 ounces is pretty much the global standard on this kind of racing. I don't know how many.
What is that in meters?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody asked me.
I was waiting for somebody to.
Somebody asked me why we don't go from ounces to grams, and I said if we change from ounces to grams, it'd be mass confusion.
Well, Super Hawk only deals in
28 grams per ounce.
Mass.
28 grams per ounce.
They know all about kilos over there, you know?
You know what? I knew you guys were going to get along with the nerdery, but I should have also predicted the dad jokes would also have like a great fantastical chemical reaction. So here we are.
Do you know why chicken coop has 2 doors?
This was my grandfather's favorite joke of all time. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let
because
you have
if it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan.
Oh.
I went to the doctor the other day, and like the lady at the checkout had like a whole bunch of dad jokes right there. I was like, "Big dad joke, man." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I got one, ready in the chamber."
Maybe we need.
But here's the story. So for Father's Day, my son and I went to Universal Studios, and we're huge Jimmy Buffett fans. And We got off the plane and went right to Universal City Walk, where there's a Margaritaville restaurant, but right across from that is the Lone Pine Tiki Bar. And at the Lone Pine Tiki Bar, there's an airplane on display, and the airplane is called the Hemisphere Dancer, and that is Jimmy Buffett's plane.
Nice.
The plane is cool because there's a Jimmy Buffett song called Jamaica Mistake-a, and the story behind this song is that Jimmy Buffett and Bono from U2 are hanging out in Key West, and they decide they want some jerk chicken. Buffett says, I know a place. So they get in the Hemisphere Dancer, and they fly to Jamaica, as one does when you want jerk chicken.
Obviously.
In, they're flying in.
Money.
The Jamaican authorities think they're running weed, and they shoot at them. God. Hemisphere Dancer has legit bullet holes in the side of it from being shot at by the Jamaican police. So they land, they realize they're not, they're Jimmy Buffett and Bono. They're not smuggling weed, which is, it is Jimmy Buffett. So,
it's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah, they let him go.
Salt shaker.
But,
He's just,
long story long, we get to the tiki bar and the plane is walled off. You can't get to it anywhere. And so I'm talking to the bartender. I'm like, man, we came here really just to see the plane. He's like, I can't let you back there. And so we're exchanging dad jokes for like an hour. And finally, he asked his manager to go get something from the restaurant across the walk. And when she leaves, he says, all right, you guys follow me. And he lets us into through the door up to the Hemisphere Dancer. We get our photos with the plane with the bullet holes in the background, all for telling dad jokes for an hour. So dad jokes paid off, man. That's my fun dad joke story.
Nice.
I did not know that plane was part of, Jimmy, because I've been to Universal many times. I love going to Margaritavilles, like Panama City, Orlando. I forget where else. I've been to a few, so that's good to know.
It's a cool story.
I like to eat that cheeseburger in Paradise. They got a good-ass burger at Margaritaville. And you know what? Every 30 minutes, you could hear Margaritaville played in the speakers. That's great.
And then the volcano blows up. It's awesome.
Yeah, they fill the thing in the...
I'm one of those dorks that's just a big dork for those kind of chains. Like Rainforest Cafe, hell yeah.
T-Rex?
I got one with the water park out there in Texas. I got to go there.
Have you been to a T-Rex cafe?
Yes, I have. The one in Orlando.
There you go. Yep. All right.
The dinosaurs don't do it as well for me.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah, there's
that's the one, dude.
Yeah.
So you can see this one has kind of a valley in between. Your car would start against those starting pegs there. When you pull the lever, those pegs drop forward. You can see the cutout in the track, and the cars are released. So where that peg is, you can see there's a valley there. So you can have stuff hanging down under your car. But if your track has a raised section there and your car straddles it, then you don't have as much clearance under your car. So so it's important to know what kind of track you're on as to how you build your car. Because a car on this kind of track could have a low splitter, like a low spoiler in the front, right? But a car on a different kind of track, that would just rub and you just wouldn't go anywhere.
Interesting.
And this track is actually like kind of a gold standard track. Like literally this one, but also the format of it for like a lot of Pinewood Derby racing. And it's like, if you're going to race, every year with your troop and you're going to have a ton of people on it, like this is totally like, this thing is bomb proof, and it will last forever, but it's
made
also
out of PVC, right?
Yeah. It's like airspace aluminum and like hard plastic. But like, it's really expensive with all the equipment and the timers. It's a pain in the neck to set up. So like, we're actually launching a new track later this year. Hopefully it's still somewhat in the summer, but it's probably could come out in the fall. I don't want to tease it too much because there's a chance, but not the best chance, that we will have a sneak peek of this in Chicago for you guys. I literally was just looking at the tracking for our first real prototype that's with all the right materials and the right dimensions and stuff. And it's like, it was supposed to come like in May, but now maybe like we'll see. But dude, I'm so pumped about it because it's like Brad's talking about with the ridges and stuff. Like, it's compatible with Pinewood Derby cars, compatible with like Matchbox cars. Like, it's compatible with pretty much anything you could think to race down it.
Yeah,
and it's modular, so it's like easy to set up for a kid. Like there's like less pinch points. Like you could do it without tools. You know, you could stack this thing up as high as you want or low as you want, like to create a different angle. You know, you can have like you could create a ramp that like launches it off of a jump, or like, you know, you could crash them together and joust. Like it's just like kind of it's set up to be more like Lego and more like as an experience for learning and having fun and whatnot. Like Pinewood Pro, you know, it's very much around like we sell winning supplies. Like if you want to win, like this is what you do. And I think Brick Derby is very much about like the community aspect and like collaboration and friendly competition and like learning and play. So like I'm like just excited because I'm just excited to bring it to the people and see what people do with it.
That's where I'm at.
It's just like, yeah, like this is actually something that'll fit in a living room. You know what I mean? Versus like that derby, like that's a 35-foot track, dude.
You gotta have a purpose-built basement.
Yeah, like for most people, that's ridiculous. Like, there's no way. But if you want to like have a birthday party, you know, like this is it. Like this is perfect. You know.
That's what I'm excited to see what everybody builds there at the show. Doing it as a interactive display is going to be amazing.
Can we issue a challenge to your viewers right now? So here's one thing that we were talking about today. Is that the track is really cool. The goal here was to keep it kind of low cost because like Chris mentioned, those tracks are crazy expensive. So we want this one to be affordable. So there's a low barrier to entry, but it doesn't have a finish line. And so I'm working on some ideas on how to determine it's a 2-lane track. So, you know, determining which lane finishes first. What I would love to see is like a lo-fi Lego version that just had like a thing, like maybe a gate 7 inches between the stanchions, and then just something you could hit, or that the car would hit that would send up a flag on one side or the other.
Yep.
And then you could reset it for the next race. And so I don't want to get into too many electronics that get, you know, sensitive and expensive and plugged in, but something that kids could build where
mechanics,
we could just see the instructions, be like, build your finish line. And it's got, you know, things that hang down and the car hits them and then the flag goes up and that's the winner. But it wouldn't trigger the flag on the other one.
That's Is it a one-on-one race kind of thing, or is it multiple?
Just one-on-one. Yep.
Okay. I got it.
You got something? I knew you would.
We'll talk offline though. I don't want to spoil it. Nobody get me on this.
All right. We might have to patent it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We be building.
I need to do the Lego patent.
Yeah, dude.
But speaking of everybody else getting involved, we hear you guys are wanting to do a giveaway. Like,
yeah, dude.
You guys got something for the 100%. People?
What's that?
I said you have something for the people, like something that they might be interested in.
What is so fun about like Brick Derby is, I think, interacting with the people around you, like, you know, building it around the track. We've got 4 different flavors that the chassis comes in. So we're going to give away 4 chassis, 1 in every flavor, and 4 sets of brick zinc weights. So it'll be 8 little bricks and 4 chassis.
That's crazy.
You could like blue, black, red, and
start with your friends.
Yeah. So we built some on every color. I think I sent you some photos of the ones that show the different colors of the chassis. Can we get those on the screen?
Oh yeah. Hold on a minute.
Oh, also we're taking submissions for next best color. I want like nuclear orange and like safety green, you know, like wacky stuff, like tie dye.
Close to that Lego neon yellow color they've got new.
Yeah, I would love something that shines under black light, something that fluorescent would be cool.
Dude, we're talking right now about like glow in the dark wheels. Like literally,
my favorite Lego color is trans red. I don't know if that would work, but trans red is probably the coolest Lego color. And would love to. I don't know what you do with it on a brick
photos I emailed you,
but a clear car.
Oh, email. I got you.
A clear car would be crazy.
Ooh, because then you could light it up from the top and it would have like underlights below it. That would be cool.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I do like to light cars up.
Pre-order.
Remove myself from here.
What about? Could you
Now,
put
I also
the
need to
bottom
work
of the
with
car
you guys.
so it could be clip on underneath?
Say it again, Jake.
Like, would you be able to like put the clips on the bottom so you could like stick things underneath the bottom of the car, like under there?
This frame here,
the bottom of the frame here.
Yeah, you can't really connect to this part of it very well.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the plate thickness works so that you can come off the side and loop and wrap underneath. So you can make it happen. It's just you'll have to put something pinning it together.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. Here's our black frame. Let me go back to that one and shout out Peter Bradbury for these two designs.
Hell yeah!
He's a member. I think he's the president of our local Yellowhammer Lego users group. So Peter Bradbury came up with this one and the next one as well. Really cool, just creative designs that are just totally custom. And I never would have thought to do that snub nose. I think that looks really cool. Yeah. The next one, he created this one just out of like loose bricks he had in the box. Like, the idea was just, I'm not going to design this in studio. I'm just going to kind of freestyle it. And I love kind of the aerodynamic shape of this. It kind of gives that race car vibe, and I love the color combination in it. Mm-hmm. So that's on the blue chassis. You can see the black one in the background of that photo there.
It feels really like traditional pinewood style too, like the wedge. You know what I mean? Like classic pinewood wedge.
Yeah.
This car is. Let me go back to the Mustang. So I made this one. This is in the studio, but I actually built this in real life. This is a 1965 Mustang from the movie Goldfinger, but it is color swapped and customized from the 68 Mustang Fastback Speed Champions. And then it's got our Lego, our Brick Derby wheel assemblies clipped into the bottom. So this is not on our chassis. This is.
I was going to say, I didn't see it.
I wondered because I thought the framing was shorter.
I was going to say, it looks not as long.
Yeah. So Chris is showing the wheel assembly there. So this is just mocked up in studio, but this car exists in real life. Unfortunately, it's not with me here right now, but yeah. So that's what that is. That's a Speed Champions 68 Mustang modified to a 65 convertible.
That reminds me, dude, if we're putting out all these studio files, if you want the studio file for the chassis and you want to just mess around before you buy the thing, like just DM us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we'll just send it to you. Yeah.
So I call this one a small block. This is on a black chassis. And if you ask me what kind of engine it is, it's got a small block.
No.
It's the Hot Wheels car.
Yeah, it's a 2x2 block engine, so it's a small block. But that's on the black chassis.
2x2.
That is too
It's
cool.
like a 32 Ford kind of thing.
That's cool.
Well, let's go to the next one.
That's too cool.
Keyed up here. All right, so that's on the blue. That's just one I tinkered with last year and built.
Slick, dude.
Also small block.
That's really cool.
Rear engine.
Of a rear engine. Yeah. Almost like a
Have you ever tested the speeds of them? Because I was just curious because that one looks like it would be really fast.
I could probably pull some speed. I think I have some records I could pull up. This is obviously a space shuttle. This is on our white chassis. Space shuttle, incidentally, also works well on a black chassis because the protective tiles underneath. But I love this one. I don't know if you can zoom in on it, but inside the cockpit there, you've got 4 of the astronaut statuettes.
Oh yeah.
So that
nice, right there.
It pulls up, and you've got 4 astronauts in the cockpit there, and then the weights are hidden in the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Nice.
Genius.
Slick, dude.
And then the next one I think will be the Fire Racer, and that's our red chassis.
Ooh.
I love that.
Ooh, this one's on fire.
Yeah,
like
so that's a fun one. Got 2 firefighters. The kind of neat thing about this one that I like, and I didn't send you a picture of the back of it, but it opens up and you could put weights inside the back to kind of dial it in, right, to get to that 5 ounce to 5 ounces exactly. Is you can buy smaller weights from Pinewood Pro, smaller than the 2x2 bricks. These would be like 1/4 inch tungsten blocks that take up weight. And what I found with those is that they fit perfectly in the back of the 1x1 Lego headlight. Okay, so if you notice on the back corner there, I've got a Lego headlight with a trans red 1x1 tile, and then inside the backside of that headlight is a 1/4 inch, or maybe an 1/8 inch. I forgot the dimensions. A tungsten brick that just fits perfectly right in there, just to get that right up to the 5 ounce. I know on a pine car track on a 42 foot on a 42 foot track, this one ran a 3.09, which is a pretty decent time. The problem that Lego has against pine is the density, right? So it takes a lot of Lego bricks to get to 5 ounces. So this was not as aerodynamic as you can make a pine car be, but I think that looks really cool. That's my Fire Racer on our red chassis. It looks really awesome.
That's freaking cool. There was another email that you sent me. Let me remove that really quick, and I'll pop it.
Yeah, that one showed the track. That was
dude. I'm impressed, dude. I didn't realize you got that to like 3 seconds. That's flying for that chat. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
so you can calculate the speed.
You could, yep. So this, I was just tinkering around at a Bricks and Minifigs the other day. You see small block in the middle. I forgot. I would love to credit whoever came up with the design for the kit on the outside lane, because I did steal that from Bricklink, but I did install lights both in the scanner and in the tail lights from Brick Stuff. So big shout out to Rob and the Brick Stuff team. So I pop off the windshield section and flip 2 switches, and the lights come on and race kit. And then on the right side over here, we've got our blue chassis with just a classic wedge design. But I did not notice that this track ended in a cinder block wall. Cars no longer exist, and I'm still pretty bitter about it.
All of them don't exist?
Well, I mean, I'll have to rebuild them. I just haven't rebuilt them yet, so it wasn't.
They all smashed. I did see the video of it. They did smash.
Okay, noted.
They are destroyed.
They'll be back.
Forever gone for a short period of time. That's really cool.
It just shows, there's no limit, right? I mean, it's literally a blank canvas. A racing fire truck, a 32 Ford, a 65 Mustang, a simple wedge design. You could do anything on these platforms. A space shuttle with wings, that just pop out. So there's so much you could do. And then the Lego community has such cool people like Rob at Brick Stuff that you can light stuff up. You guys are so familiar with all. I don't tell you guys about all that stuff, but with police sirens and stuff that you could have on these cars. I think I've got. Oh yeah, here's my my Speed Champion 68 Mustang has got lights in the tail lights and the headlights. So I just popped that off, and I don't know if you can see the components in there.
Yeah.
That looks really cool on a racetrack. But so much you can do. Hey, Brick Dad Bill. Welcome back.
Welcome to the party, buddy.
We're so excited for the Lego community to get these chassis in their hands. Like Chris said, we'd love to get those studio files out to you. And one thing, Chris, can I tell them about the community project we kind of tinkered about?
Totally. All
right. So what we'd like to do is kind of crowdsource these designs. And when you come up with something cool, we want to have a way for you to submit that to us. And what we're trying to work out is getting you a piece of that action. So you design a cool card, you submit it to us. Maybe we put that design as a download in our store, and you get a cut of whenever somebody purchases that design. So you're making money off your design, and you're just tinkering around a studio all day. So that's something, there's a lot of cogs in that wheel that have to be greased to get that part of the website up and running and get that system worked out so that we can reward people for their contributions to the community. But like Chris said, the coolest thing about Lego is the community of builders. And so we want to empower those guys to really put their creative juices at work, build our community, build your community, get a cut of the action. So I think it's a win-win all the way around, and we're really excited to see what you guys come up with.
I am excited.
I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with in Chicago.
Yeah, we'd love to see, not just from the speed perspective, but we want to have awards for design, best Brick Derby design. And even if it doesn't get on the track, we want to see what you just come up with. So Brick Dad Builds has been on this call for like 14 seconds, and we've already sold him on it. So, so quantities are limited here on Brick, whatever shopping network or whatever. But yeah, so it's super cool, super fun. Something you can do. At a lot of these Lego conventions, something you can do in your local Lego user group. And again, if you've got kids involved in any kind of scout program or youth, science group or whatever, church groups, schools can do this. And the main thing is we're really lowering that barrier to entry with the track that Chris was talking about that'll come out later in 2025. So we really want to get in the hands of everybody. I haven't even told Chris this yet, but sorry.
Spill the tea,
Sorry, Chris. But so I'm going on a mission trip next year to Washington State to a Native American reservation, and
nice.
It's there. It's very impoverished, but we're going to run a kids club camp for the week, and there's different arts and crafts. Well, my troop is buying a track and Lego chassis for Sacred Road Ministries out at the Yakima Indian Reservation. If you are at the Yakima Indian Reservation, that'll be a surprise for summer 2026. But we met today and talked about it. We're super excited about bringing Brick Derby to those Native American kids and getting them excited about the Lego hobby as well. So, so many ways you could reach people with this. So many ways that you can exercise your creativity and teach STEM concepts. Sportsmanship, there's just so many things you can do with it. Like Brick Dad Builds pops in here. There are a lot of STEM teachers that use Lego teaching physics.
So true.
And these do have a ton of potential, and that's absolutely right. So
yeah, dude, so many
educators.
It's such a good way. Like maybe you're a parent who's like, I need a way to get my kid away from the iPad for a second. Like we already know how magically magnetic Lego is, right? Like we already know. Yeah. But like now you could like build it and race it and like participate in the iterative design process and like not even know that you're learning, it's like, this is cool.
That's
like,
the best,
man. If we can like, it's like Pinewood and Lego had a baby and then the baby learned physics.
Pine go.
It's like, this is like, what? Like, how did it, like, that's cool. It's like, this is fun, dude. Plus I think, I don't know. It's fun to get obsessed with something. And it's like when you build something and you're like, all right, how do I refine it? Or like, what if I move this piece here? And like, how do I get this to be faster? And like, if you're timing it, it's like, it's just fun to be obsessed with something, chip away at progress or, so we're stoked.
Brick Dad, you missed that earlier. We kind of determined that because all the dads take over on the Pinewood Derby side. So
yeah. So Brick Dad, you're right. So yeah, what we've noticed is that 5 and 6-year-olds aren't really building their cars. Dad takes over, then they're just watching Dad's car race. This puts the power of creativity in 100% in the hands of the kids. As they get older, we certainly think, I've learned stuff about, woodworking and painting and things that, I've kind of refined through tinkering with pine car racing. So those are still valuable skills. But if we're being honest with
trash talking.
Another
valuable skill you learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Part of it,
That's just being quick-witted right there.
Yeah. When you see this happen, when you see these races in real life, especially with kids, like we ran one in the summer, and I guess in the spring, and there were kids chanting other kids' names who weren't even in their troop, and it's just like they just rally around each other and they're cheering for each other. And it's amazing to see these kids come together and support one another, win with class, lose with class. It's such a cool teaching moment because the kids, they're just having a blast with this stuff. It's so much fun.
I love that,
dude. That's the like goosebump moment.
That was in
I'm getting the
goosebumps
right now because like there's just like we all love. What something like competition and competitiveness can do, right? Like it's like cool, it can make me better, it can do this, but there's like something magical when it's dialed in just right, and you get the competitive spirit that drives people, but we're rooting for each other still. Like I'm getting the goosebumps right now. It's my GDMs, my goosebump moment.
It's that nice communal setup.
Exactly.
But when you give these cars nicknames, right? And there's at every race we've done, there's always a cheese car. Somebody always builds a Swiss cheese car, and so the kids will rally. You don't even know who built it. They just love the cheese car, and they start shouting cheese, 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 cheese. Everybody's rooting for the cheese car. Nobody even knows who built it, but everybody's excited because they're just having fun, and that fun is just contagious. And the energy level at these races, it just starts to peak. So it's so much fun, and dads get involved with it. I mean, there's probably, I'm not going to condone wagering on these races, but you should totally wager on these races. And, you could have leagues of people that do this and, bar night and stuff.
Dude, we're getting hit up by bars. Bars are like, yo, can we buy kits? We want to do a pint wood derby race.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
That's what I'm saying. Bars, there's nonprofits. We're working on this project right now with a hotel system in the Florida Keys to raise money for Save the Children. They want to do a fundraising event. It's we just put it out in the universe, and people are like, we could use it for. And we're my mind is constantly being blown. Oh, that's a sick idea. We could totally use this for good. That's so fun. What else could we do? It feels you know what it feels like, dude? It feels like Willy Wonka a little bit. You know what I mean?
Did you just get your golden ticket?
He was with all of the sarcasm with Willy Wonka. All the sarcasm. But so we've worked with some really cool groups. We've talked actually with design teams at some of the major auto manufacturers about doing a derby in the future and letting them build their own company's cars.
Models,
right. And see how close can your designers get to building a legit version of a Camaro or a Corvette or a Mustang or a Subaru WRX or whatever, and build them and let's race them for charity. Let's get these manufacturers together. Let's do some good, man. Because there's, like Chris said, there's so much that can come out of this. We raised, when I was doing those employee derbies, we raised $6,000 for United Way. So you can use these as fundraisers for different events.
It's crazy.
People get in, man. It's awesome.
That's too cool.
I'm gonna need you guys to finish that track soon.
Right,
I wish I could give you. I'm just cross your fingers that we get it for Brick World, dude. I want it so bad for Brick World.
Yeah.
I can't even
who do I need to go knock on the door of and make sure stuff's getting done for you?
Well, if we could push Brick World back a couple of weeks, and then Jake could come.
Oh, man.
All right, now you're really asking me to be.
I like his idea.
I don't like that idea because I gotta change a couple of things.
Jake says, it's not her birthday. I can go.
The week of Brick World makes it perfect for all the dads of the Lego community, though, because we always have it Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
So no matter what, all the dads get to use the excuse of, I want to go to a Lego show for Father's Day.
And then the dads are going to see the brick built cars and say, I want to build a car, and now you can build a car too. And I won't build it for you.
Yeah, you gotta build your own car.
Yeah. Father versus son, mom versus daughter. Let's get after it, man. Husband versus wife.
Yeah, dude.
Don't
worry.
You better believe it.
We're racing real life Mario Kart, so this is going to happen.
If anybody needs Bet's place from the Bahamas, you could just let me know. I'll place the
I'll just go live.
I'll find out the odds.
Yeah, we'll get MGM involved. We'll do it for real. We'll be on ESPN, the Ocho, before you know it.
I'll be the bookie.
The Ocho.
You have to. For those of you just tuning in, you have to go back to the beginning of this episode in order to hear all the Ron Burgundy jokes that we made.
Exactly.
He seen it. He's not wrong. I am faster.
Dude, there's so many good ideas in the comments. I was looking at color ideas. I was looking at race ideas. Purple? Dude, people are like, yeah, but I'm like, dude, this is killer.
I haven't seen that.
I just gotta hear more.
Purple.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Why am I not seeing the chats?
You can make a car called Purple Rain.
They're on the
right. Oh, I got it.
I'm just realizing now that Shinobi Turtle is like Squirtle dressed up as a character from Naruto. Just realizing that now. Sorry.
Good job, Ken. I'm glad you picked up on it though, because I couldn't tell from the.
The last Derby car crosses the line.
Yep. He got it. There's a lot of wagering that can go into. There's a lot of wagering that can go out into that.
Yeah, we call those turtle races, and it's actually really difficult to build a car. That finishes, but finishes last. There's as much skill that goes into that as it is into building a probably even more, because you really got to dial it in to just barely cross that line.
Yeah.
And, the kids that build them by accident. It's pretty funny. Everybody
put 10 weights in it. Why isn't it going fast enough?
That car is barely making, almost making it. Everybody's like, go, go, go. And then when the car finally crosses, it's not even like a sarcastic cheer. The kids are like, we're so excited your car finished. And so the turtle, I've never done an official turtle race, but it's fun to watch the kids cheer for that car to just barely make it across the line.
Oh my God.
I think we'll do it in Brick World.
You're just giving me a checklist. Each day we're gonna have a different kind of race. Like Thursday, fastest race. Friday, turtle race.
Dude, especially for like April days.
We got 24-hour.
We do whatever we want.
Yeah, if
you have ideas,
midnight races.
What if you had so the tracks that we have at Brick World will be 4 lanes, right? What if you had 2 cars that were 2 chassis each and connected? Like a double
wide.
Pontoon. Like a pontoon, like a catamaran.
I'm so here.
You could build it.
Very open. Putting it on there, though.
What about like a human centipede?
Okay, maybe not that serious.
I like the idea of the double chassis, because then I'm pretty sure I could make my motor mechanics work into it and make my wheels spin my wheels for me.
No, I want to build one of those cool scenes from all the action movies where 2 cars are driving side by side and you're trying to get the minifig into the other.
Classic movie chase scene.
It's a scene going down the highway.
You gotta put Dom Toretto and what's his name next to each other.
Give me a semi.
I'm thinking like Mad Max, or like huge vehicles, or like the big. What's the huge vehicle at the beginning of A New Hope? Like the one that's like the inverted slope thing on Star Wars. There's like
the Venator.
I don't
mechanical.
The Imperial Star Destroyer.
Imperial Star Destroyer. I was waiting to see.
I don't know.
Well, I'm proud of you for saying Venator. So that's kind of.
I was like, it's either the Venator or the Star Destroyer.
It is the previous version of it. So you are on the right path. Just gotta steer you a little bit.
Oh my God!
Brick Dad
taxonomy of these ships.
You guys see what Brick Dad Build's posted? If you had 2 chassis side by side, if you didn't have the trick is the gate at the end, right? The finish line at the end of the Brick Derby chassis. But if you had that and you built a full size person on roller skates,
that would have been great.
What? That's bananas.
I want to build it like a boxcar race.
Like a what?
Like a boxcar race. You know, when you take the cardboard and you make it like kid cartoon style. I want to do that too. I got lots of ideas.
Oh yeah, dude, that's fun.
You took away the stoppers and let them jump in the air, kind of like the Red Bull boxcar jump.
Skateboard.
I was already thinking of one with it. I just got to figure out a way to keep him to stay on there, but it's just a skateboard for fruit.
That's awesome.
Wicked. Wow. Ooh, or you could build it like a wave and a surfboard. That would be cool too. Because then you could hide some weight in the wave and just be like.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Shopping cart, I love it.
Yes,
dude. Like unconventional.
Yes.
Like one of the ideas we were like, because we're gonna be doing like all these giveaways and stuff. Like our first couple months here with like Brick Derby launch. I think like what would be cool is every month we do a contest and you can build something with the chassis or like with the IO file or whatever. But like contest where it's like build a car that would get you kicked out of a science fair. right? Or like build like monsters versus aliens. You know, you're like build a car that's a dad joke, right? Because then you get your chicken coop, right? You could build your chicken coop. You know what I'm saying? Like these, like look at like this could be fun.
That with the dartboard on the ceiling, that really makes me throw up.
Talk to your buddy Ken, your roommate, with his goats, and see if he can make the goat car.
Oh yeah, the goat cart.
Oh yes.
So wait, is your roommate is a goat?
No. This guy just loves goats.
Oh, he's a guy.
He made a display at one of the Lego shows, and it had how many goats? It was
several.
It was more goats than one would think. Like 20 plus.
Yeah, I know.
Harry Potter room.
I'll build a Nimbus 2000. That'd be pretty dope. There's so much you could do.
So many ideas.
So
Brick Dad Builds is just having fun in here.
I'm enjoying this.
Yes.
Dude,
oh my gosh.
Here we go.
So when I was at Disney, I had to go get the Nautilus mug.
Very cool.
Right, and I'm dying to build a pine car version of
How
the
do you
Nautilus.
drink out of that thing?
Well, you don't. The drinks come in 2 separate cups. So I down those real quick because I really just want to. But yeah, you can't really drink.
I would think it was like a neti pot. You just kind of like tilt it.
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, is it gonna be like
boot? I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
You got to twist. Right.
I
need to build a.
Right.
Somebody
you can't have that air pocket hit you in the face.
Yeah. Somebody build a Nautilus submarine brick derby car. I would love to see that. That'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
The only person I would know with that many colored green bricks are these two right here, probably.
For Jake, I'm gonna build a slice of pie.
Chocolate
chocolate
pudding.
Yo, light cycle.
Whoa!
This is
what?
That's some fancy.
Oh wait, is this a toy?
Yeah, it's a toy. I got it Disney.
Oh, okay. I thought this was Lego. I was like, how the hell did you do that?
No, but we could do that. We could build a Tron car out of the Derby chassis.
Yeah, selfishly, I want to see Tron builds. I'm like, they're just so cool. Like everything should have lights. This is so neat.
I mean, technically, you could do if you did take the chassis. It has 2 wheels on each side. You could make 2 light cycles just attached to the single cart, and just paint those wheels. I don't know. It'd be something interesting.
Totally good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a great idea.
Spill it.
At Brick World, we do a world of lights where they shut all the lights off and you can see all the lit up displays.
Right.
What if we had a lit up Tron race? You had to build a light up car to participate in the night race.
So this is my passion. We call it Cosmic Derby, and we build. So I got black light spotlights, and we build cars. Oh man, I've got it right here. Hang on. So I've got my black light flashlight. So this is one of my favorites. We turn on the light. This is. It's probably not working on the screen, but this is the hoverboard from Back to the Future.
Dude, that's sick.
Nice.
That pink is so cool.
But it keeps.
That pink looks so good.
It does.
Love it.
I don't know if you can even see on the video that it's glowing under black light, but here's another.
Dude, the skateboard from Back to the Future is such a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, that's too cool.
Oh, snap, man.
So that one does too. But yeah, so we do black light races. We use fluorescent gaffer tape to put stripes down the track so the track glows at night. And then you can buy, some of those Lego bricks naturally glow under black light. Like we talked about the trans coral, yeah, and I think the trans orange does, and some of those others like
trans yellow.
So those look super cool.
Orange, it depends on the year.
And the manufacturer.
Yeah, so you gotta take your little black light flashlight, test it out. But
I did not know that.
Black light races are super fun. We like to crank the tunes. Little Blue Man Group or some electro, stuff or whatever. The weird stuff my son listens to. And we jam out and have a black light race.
My other favorite color too that I have discovered some of the new manufacturing with it, depending where it was made, is orange.
Just orange.
Just regular orange, and you hit it with the black light, and then there's certain ones that will glow.
I gotta test that out here. Hang on, where's my
Yep.
We
It's
like
a newer color. Yeah. So I originally discovered 90% of them because I would use a black light in a bin of Lego to sort and determine what was fake Lego. Because originally there was only a few colors of Lego that ever glowed under a black light.
Yep.
So I just shine the flashlight into the tub and be like, "Oh, that's fake, and go right through it.
Hey, Chris, you want to take this one?
Oh.
Chassis.
Yeah, dude. Brickderby.com. Brickderby.com. Or you can wait because we're going to give away some stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to raffle off 4 chassis, one of every flavor. So you might just win. So
there you go.
So if you want to enter, we need your Instagram handle thrown into the chat.
Yes, throw your handle in the chat.
So we have a way to get a hold of you in case you are not here and we lose your connection.
Spin the wheel.
But yeah, we will.
I mean,
add the wheel.
If we, how much time do we got?
We're 26 after.
We can basically do it now with the 6.
We can basically do it now with.
What do we have? 6 people in here.
I can't see.
Let's see.
Moment, currently
General
6.
Tom Bricks,
6. Your
Brick
odds
Dad
are
Build,
good.
Shinobi Turtle, and
Guys, your odds are great.
Brick It Jake.
Nobody leave. Nobody leave.
There have been 4 people who commented in this chat right now, unless we have.
Oh yeah, because I guess I'm technically one of the people viewing the
Slack
live.
I guess you're allowed. Okay. But don't worry if you don't win because we're going to keep doing giveaways. Like, I don't know if there's a portal for this on our site yet. If you go to Brick Derby, there may be a place for you to put your email address in.
Danielle's crochet.
We're gonna be doing like that's a tremendous name.
Wait, what? Is that
This is the crossover no one expected.
Jake? Is that? I'm actually. Wait a minute.
Hi, Danielle. Or I mean, I guess hi, Nook.
What's going on?
I'm telling myself nuts that this light isn't working anymore.
Danielle's crochet. I'm sitting there. I'm like wondering. I was like, who is this?
Who are you?
Danielle, you should be really excited because you're now about to have an opportunity to win stuff. And who doesn't love winning stuff? We're about to raffle off a kit of 4 Brick Derby chassis, one of every flavor. I like to call them flavors anyway. And the 4 sets of zinc weights, so 8 total 2x2 zinc bricks.
I freaking love this.
Yeah, dude.
Freaking.
If you want to know who the mysterious Nook is.
What?
I really want to know who the mysterious Nook is.
The mysterious Nook.
Who is it?
Welcome to the
It's the
party.
name of my autobiography. The mysterious Nook. Wait, hold on a second. From what I understand about Nooks is that usually when there's a Nook, there's also a cranny.
Every time you have to have a cranny.
I think
Shinobi's other half. LOL. Okay, I was sitting there. I was like, wait, do we know anyone?
Okay.
I think he just pulled her in to increase his odds of winning.
I mean, feel like strategy, dude.
Good idea.
Tell your friends. Yeah. I can't.
I don't know if he's saying correct to being his other half or if he's saying correct to increasing his odds of winning.
I think we're going there. I think it's like a twofer right there. That's like knocking 2 birds with 1 stone.
We're trying to increase the odds is what just happened.
I'm trying to increase the odds, but this is also my other half. So you're very.
He would tell me there's a giveaway. I would enter the giveaway just because, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, "Hey, you won the giveaway." That's how I won the Lions Night Castle.
Oh, snap.
YouTube Live. Yeah.
Double your
And
odds.
the best part about that was the way they did it, they just ordered it from Lego and had it sent to the house. So not only did I get the Lions Night Castle, I lucked out and got the blanket gift with purchase while it was going on, and like all the other gifts with purchases because it was like Christmas time or whatever. It's like sweet. So yeah, I'm all for having your partner come in and be in that raffle because that's worked for me.
I hate you, Jake.
Oh, we
Freaking Grey's Anatomy, bro.
We have she said Shinobi says she's coming to Chicago too. So
Hell yeah.
I think we have 4 racers in the husband wife or the couples division, head to head battle royale.
I think I just heard Shinobi and Danielle challenge the Superhawks to a race.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's 4
so.
people on
That's
the
what I
track.
that's what I see.
Winner gets to choose the movie they watch in the hotel that night. So.
Loser has to make popcorn for all of us because we're going to watch Down in Derby.
Yes.
Oh man,
Nice.
it's on Amazon Prime. You gotta check it out. It's got Greg German, who was also in Grey's Anatomy, by the way, and then oh my gosh, Lauren Holly. Is that a person? Am I thinking of the right person?
Is that a person?
Hold on.
Is that the right name? Right?
Beats me, dude. I don't know.
She was in Dumb and Dumber.
Wait,
Oh, let me see.
she was in Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah. No.
She's a red.
I'm looking.
But Dumb and Dumber, I would know, but I don't remember the actress' name. Is she the redhead from Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, Lauren Holly, you had it right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
She's in there.
Nailed her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was on Dumb and Dumber. She was Mary Swanson.
Mary Swanson.
Mary
Right?
Swenson, Samsonite. I was way off.
Greg German. Played Tom Karasik.
Funny movie. Fun with the kid.
Wait a second. Brick Dad's weighing in that you can have a nook without a cranny, but not a cranny without a nook. I have never heard of these terms.
I think he's pulling our chain.
Now, what I would like to know is, are you talking about a Canadian cranny? Because that's a different size than an American cranny. So
is there a conversion rate that we're not?
Is there a metric?
Are
we talking about a metric cranny? Because we just got to get our apples to apples here, buddy.
Dynamic Builder is in. What's up, Dynamic Builder?
Good old Mark.
What a dynamic.
Apples make me think of pie.
I think Mark and Gabby are both here. We're gonna count Gabby as a potential winner.
Yeah, I feel the people are going to start coming in here in a minute now too, realizing that we're getting close.
Here's the thing. I feel like
I have your sink actually sitting right here on the table.
A sink?
Just refuse to show it. So we had a build that we did last season, and we forgot. Like the episode we were supposed to be on, we couldn't make it. We didn't have power that day. So I was to make a sink. Was challenged by him to make a sink out of 1x2 bricks.
Because we have everything but the kitchen sink.
Like a full size sink?
No.
What do we do?
It's small. Do I show it? Here's your kitchen
have
sink.
legitimate plumbing. It has to have working plumbing in it.
There was your kitchen sink, Brick Dad. We did finish it finally.
Good for you.
Nice.
Can someone explain why a sink?
Because we have
just a
everything
challenge.
but the sink.
I mean,
The fun thing about the Superhawks is they don't turn down challenges.
Nope.
Okay.
Really weird.
Challenge. Then we have a challenge. I would challenge the Superhawks to bring some kind of Tron related Tron chassis built light thing. I don't know what it could be, but I'm excited to see it.
If I can give you some tips here, if you go to Michael's or whatever, you can get fluorescent paint pins. Now you test them out. I would test them out on the inside or the back side of the wheel, right? Because some of them work better than others. But you can use those to decorate the wheel. You could paint the inside of it. You could just paint the tread. You could just paint the sidewall, and you could have kind of a Tron vibe, like I did with this car.
Yeah.
Where you kind of got a Tron vibe going on the wheel, where it's black in the middle, and then you just have this fluorescent ring around the edge of it.
Yeah. Genius.
Which we may or may not be currently working on glow in the dark wheels. May or may not be. Not going to say which it is.
It's a
may or may not be working.
Does Lego make a glow in the dark brick? Not like a fluorescent, but like a legit.
Yes.
There's
there is a glow in the dark color.
Okay.
And it charges up, and it's actually it's like an off white kind of color.
Right.
I guess the best way to describe it.
I think
But
I might have had one of those in like a Scooby Doo set sometime.
Yeah, they've. What is the year on it?
We also have a glow in the dark ghost from Harry Potter, one of the original castle sets. I'm trying to remember.
2012 to 2023.
2012 was the first year they had it. The glow in the dark brick.
Dude. That's it. I was like, I remember this material, but where did I see
you
it?
give a periodic chart of Lego colors. That's fantastic.
They actually just released a new one too, so I need to get that one because it has updated colors. But
what's the new color?
Tomato red.
Yeah.
It's not really the name
reddish
of it,
orange, I think is the actual
red
color of it.
Listen, I'm Italian American, okay? So I'll be the judge of whether or not it's tomato red.
if you're Italian American, are you a Tommy DeVito fan? A Tommy Cutlets?
Tommy Cutlets, dude. Yo, that killed me. I'm not gonna explain to everyone what it was. You have to go look up Tommy Cutlets, but it was the best.
It was the greatest 2 weeks of Giants football ever.
It was the best little moment. Like, it's fantastic. Well done, Jake.
I'm a fan.
I'm loving these comments.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So Shinobi's gonna be in Brick World. Who else is coming to Brick World? Dynamic Brick Dad.
The dynamic builder won't because they're gonna the baby is due right when Chicago is happening.
Congratulations! Holy smokes, dude!
Brick Dad will be there.
Mrs. Dynamic would enjoy it if he disappeared for a long weekend.
Where's the cheese? It's under the sauce. I'm from New York. There's no cheese on it. It's from Chicago. Dude, I actually can't wait to get Chicago deep dish now. Oh, I'm super excited.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's there a month early, standing in line.
Camping out, waiting on first in line.
He wants to be first in line this year.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be amazing.
I can't wait to meet you people at Brick World. It's gonna be so fun.
4 weeks.
Whew.
It is a crazy time.
4 whole
All right,
weeks.
Jake.
It's the
I'll
one
just
event
on TikTok and be in the shower crying about not being somewhere. I did that a couple years ago with Star Wars Celebration when everybody was going. I was like,
"Oh God!"
You'll just have to be alone with your biceps. It'll just be such a shame.
I'll just have one margarita in one hand and an ice cream cone in the other, and I'm like, man, Chicago.
Well, we talked. I think Jake and I talked about this last podcast episode, which was our May the 4th one, and I was like, dude, I'm going to LA. I don't care.
Hell yeah.
Since LA's gonna have Star Wars Celebration, I don't care. I am gonna go.
It's gonna be pricey as shit, bro.
Dude, it's gonna be pricey. It's gonna be so bad.
We think Chicago Brick World is bad. Star Wars Celebration, LA.
In 2027, it's gonna be
like
the Eye of Sauron. You can't even see it right now.
Yeah,
it's too high up there.
It's like May the 4th at Hollywood Studios. Right, it's just bananas with Star Wars people.
Oh my gosh!
Was this like a legit con, like at Staples Center or like LA Convention Center? Was like
I'm not sure where it's going to be in LA yet, but they just had it in Tokyo this year, and then 2 years ago it was in London.
Holy smokes! Okay, it's pretty legit. That sounds huge.
Like Hayden Christensen, and that, like it's an official Star Wars thing. So like they came out talking about the new shows and stuff like that. It was
okay. It's gonna be mad. That's huge.
But it's the 50th of Star Wars, and it's in LA. It's gonna be popular.
God.
I was about to start singing, but I'm not going to.
Yo, what's one thing you guys are stoked about to see at Brick World? Aside from Brick Derby stuff. That's not a loaded question.
These guys. I'm looking
okay. From my experience in Washington with them, it is fun to bond in the parking lot with all your brick buddies, just hanging out in the 90-degree weather in the swamp. You just sit there and talk in the parking lot. It's cool.
Yeah, we had a few safety meetings out in the parking lot.
Oh yes.
We were just sitting in the road, like hanging out, talking. There are probably like 10 of us. There's a photo, and we're just chilling in the parking lot.
It's the people.
The boat race that we have is one of my favorite things in Chicago.
That sounds fun.
Like that one, we have it in the pool of the hotel, so that's really cool for all of us to pile up in there.
I mean, you could probably if you're looking for some stability in your boat, you may need some bricks with a little weight to them.
Help your buoyancy out a little bit. Keep all the weight to one side if you want it to.
Just saying.
No.
We might know where to find some.
You might be able to buy some zinc weights from brickderby.com.
You might be able to win some.
Might be able to
Then
win
there's
some.
this awesome train demolition derby they have.
Little train wrecks.
Yep, they basically have like I think it's a figure eight track.
It's a figure eight track, and they put the trains until they crash. And then when they crash, they take them off and let it go again. And they crash.
And then it's the last train standing.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
There's got to be a way we could do a demolition derby with our chassis because they're pretty beefy, dude. Like you'd have to jack them up on some electronics to really get them moving so that things could get wrecked.
If you had 2 ramps, they would just combine in the middle.
Just head to head. Yeah,
that's what we definitely. Yeah, once we get our track,
you could even have 2 ramps that come down and then have jumps at the bottom and launch them into each other and have midair collisions. Film that in slow-mo, like super slow-mo on your cell phone, and watch it just. There's
a 100% chance I'm busting out the slow-mo.
Absolutely, we're doing
that. Hawk, you could have taken that Ventnor and put like a couple of things underneath it and launched them.
That Ventnor is currently sitting on display at Schaumburg.
It's in Schaumburg still. We left it behind and forever left it at a store now.
Yep. And inspired them to do the same kind of build with another large set. So they are currently collecting pieces for a large whatever you got color build going on, and they're building it at the store, which is pretty cool.
Yep. It's a big Titanic ship they're doing this weekend, actually. Starting it.
Oh, snap.
So on that giveaway, I have 5 names in the spin from who was here today. I've got Shinobi Turtle, Brick Dad Builds, General Tron Bricks, Dynamic Builder, and Danielle's Crochet Nook. Is there anybody I missed? Speak now or forever hold your peace in the comments, please.
I put Brick and Jake in there just because he was in there.
Yeah, we can throw Jake in there.
Put Jake in there. He said, I don't have my whole phone for this.
It's like I threw Jake in there.
He did follow the rules. He
did follow the rules.
Facts.
I kind of, but just I don't know, is devil's advocate the right word? The devil doesn't need an advocate. He's doing fine. But just as a person who likes to mix things up and instigate, I kind of like it when we're like, I'm going to get my husband in. It will increase our chances. Break the whole thing.
That's why switch me out for Mrs. Dynamic Builder. We're gonna be nice. She's super pregnant. She deserves it.
She deserves to have her own little car.
She builds her own Legos. She can build her own.
You don't want to be on there.
I mean, they do need another husband-wife race.
Facts.
This is true.
That would be very.
Maybe Jake can win the Noble Honesty Prize. We'll give him something.
She's snoring next to me. Even better. She'll wake up a winner.
You won.
Oh my gosh. Do we want to give this a shuffle?
Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait.
How many times do we want to shuffle this?
Yeah, she'll click it until you say stop.
Stop. It's just changing the order. Ah!
She wrote
dynamic that we love her back.
Alrighty then. Well, we got a little
Brick Fair, Virginia.
Well, we got a little bit of time. Let's roll these things off and let's what is first on the giveaway marker?
Yeah, dude.
You said that we've got some chassis that are going to be given away, one of every flavor. What's the first one that's going to be? What's the first flavor we're going to be giving away?
Yeah, what's the first flavor?
So we've got our brand new red chassis. I don't know if we have one. If one of them, maybe somebody.
See if I can.
But it's literally just got in. It started out in blue, but we're gonna lead with our red one.
Yeah. Can we show the fireworks again?
I'm about to stop sharing, presenting, share screen, window, entire screen. Bam.
Check it out. Oh
yeah, wow. It's such a cool contrast. between the red and the black. It looks really awesome down there.
Let's see if we can make this just a tad bit. Kind of bigger. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be spinning for the first giveaway prize, which is the Brick Derby chassis in a hot rod red.
Ooh,
Good luck.
I like this voiceover. This is really good.
Oh,
Danielle's crochet nook. Takes the good
I was looking at Brick Nite Builds. I was like, oh my God, this would have been so great if he actually got it.
I want to see a chassis. Like, I want to see a car that's fully built, but is covered in like yarn. It's like yarn.
Crochet it.
You should have dropped your
Instagram handle. Yeah.
You should have dropped your Instagram handle in the chat, Danielle, so we can get that chassis for you.
Supa, I have you document who we've got and what they're getting.
Or you can hit me up.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna remove Danielle's crochet nook. We appreciate you for joining in. Congratulations on the hot rod red chassis.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the next item up for giveaway? I know you said we've got 4.
Also, hold on though. If you do not want to share your Instagram handle on here after the show, you will have to message us from that account and give us your YouTube name. So
or your Instagram.
We're all here to share because we're about to be talking about our own handles. So there's that.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
Let's go to the classic OG chassis, which is the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. All right.
Yeah, this was built originally for like Boy Scouts and Girl Scout troops, and the colors are typically blue and yellow. But Pinewood Pro is a brand, just this very cool like Pinewood Pro blue.
Yeah,
stoked to see this way.
Love this. Well, we've got 5 contestants on the board here: General Tron's Bricks, Mrs. Dynamic Builder, Brick Dad Builds, the Dynamic Builder, and Shinobi Turtle. Let's see what we can do here.
And you shall have that nice blue, sir.
Let's give this sucker a spin.
Spin the wheel.
That's gonna be great if it landed on the only blue one.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Hey, Mrs. Dynamic Builder
with the blue chassis.
Mrs. Dynamic Builder with a blue chassis.
Hell yeah!
Congrats.
Okay.
So we've got the black one and the white one. Which one do we want to give away?
What should we do?
Don't make her up again. She's gonna get angry.
Let's go with
the white. Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice, Ken.
Oh, I heard the white one from Brick.
But I'm requesting a voiceover.
We got black.
Shinobi
Turtle says black. I like
Shinobi Turtle says black. Okay.
When Shinobi Turtle says Shinobi Turtle says we execute. We will give away the black next.
I'm hoping Shinobi Turtle gets this now that he called his own color.
I'm gonna say
your odds keep getting way better.
It's really hoping out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for the black chassis. Hopefully, Shinobi Turtle for the win.
Yeah!
Oh, that's great!
Ask and you shall receive.
Black is yours.
Let's go, dude. That was awesome.
Shinobi Turtle for the win.
The funny thing is now they're
Drop the
completely
ad,
ready.
Drop the ad so we can get it to you.
They are completely ready to build their team to come race Super Hawk in Brick World.
I like how the couple did increase their odds.
Hey.
That's the smart way to do it, though.
There's 2 chassis right there. Okay, the last 3 contestants: General Tron's Bricks, Brick Dad Builds, and the Dynamic Builder. Who's gonna get the pristine white chassis?
Should we say Stormtrooper white? Is that allowed? Can we say that?
We can go Stormtrooper white.
Can we say that?
If a car jumps its lane and finishes in another lane, I think that's the mark of a Stormtrooper car.
There you go. If it misses the finish line, it's definitely a Stormtrooper.
If it comes in upside down, it's a Stormtrooper.
It always cracks me up when football teams go with the Stormtrooper look because it's like the most inept fighting force in the history of cinema. Like this is not what you want to be. It's a cool look, though. It's a cool look.
It's a cool look. That's about as far as it goes.
Now I definitely want to see someone put like a
when I see
stormtrooper
this
design
light,
on this.
I'm thinking Fortress of Solitude.
You know
That
it's Chicago.
Superman
Somebody will.
thing.
Yeah. I'm into that.
All right. We're gonna give it a spin. Drum roll from Brick Nite Build.
Superman, like a Superman minifig come out of the front of that thing.
General Drum.
Hey!
Woo, woo. You get
Well
a car.
done, Tron.
You get a car. And you get a car.
Don't worry, Brick Dad, we got you. One of ours.
That is too awesome.
Hey, Brick
Alright,
Dad,
so-
there's a link in our bio that if you want to click that, you can go ahead and purchase you one since you didn't win you one.
We're good with the giveaway? Finito?
Yep, got all four of them written
unless,
down.
unless we want to give away some weights.
General Sean.
Wait.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe we want to.
Well, wait, there might be more.
Well,
But wait.
I'm just saying, but wait. But
wait.
wait, there's more.
But wait,
There it
there
is.
is more.
You know what I think we should do?
Ha ha ha!
Uh-oh. What are we doing?
Oh my god.
You're not that quick. He said zinc.
I said, you know what I think we should do?
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quick.
Do we want to do? Well, it's up to y'all. It's your giveaway.
I kind of want
Oh,
to.
there you go.
Dynamic Builders
Ooh.
is willing to give up the chassis for the weights, so I think we have some bargaining over here.
All right, let's do a round of weights. A set
Let's do a
of
round of
zinc
weights.
weights.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody back in or just one
No,
from
do
here?
50-50.
50-50.
I'm here for
We got
50-50.
50-50. All right, the Dynamic Builder versus Brick Nite Builds. Who's going to get these weights?
Well, that's a tough one.
Oh man,
3, 2, 1. We're going to give this sucker a spin.
my heart can't take it.
Wait, the car, wait, the car!
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, that's
Wow.
cruel. That was cruel.
At least he's nice enough to say good luck.
Amazing.
Yes.
After the fact.
There is a delay. You gotta think about
There
that.
is a delay.
Very
No,
much
I'm
a
just
Well, I
delay.
like to think that he was being a good sport after the thing was over.
I can hold my own
Love
weight.
it.
Ah.
All
Put it on the
right,
table.
well, we're gonna go
Actually,
ahead and
Brick
remove
Dad.
that. So we have our 4 chassis winners, and then of course, with the weight in hand, we've got our 5th winner, who's going to be getting some weights.
Now, since those are the same household, we can make that a little easier.
Yeah,
and
we'll
just...
make note. The dynamics can send.
Just
and
attach the weights to the
You
chassis,
could,
and then
you
you're
could
good
ask
to go.
that with
and the
Shinobi
things
and
can
his nook.
He'll
Can I
trade
give-
the weights for it.
Can I give another tip before we go?
Heck
When you're-
yeah!
Just a
When you're
tip.
building on this chassis, and you want to get those bricks really dialed in there, what I like to do is put something under here, so I'm not pressing down on the wheels. You don't want
Ooh,
to bend these
smart.
axles, right? So, incidentally, pine car chassis works really good,
Funny
or a
enough.
pine car block works really good as a build station.
Oh, nice.
So something you want to put under there, but at the very least, just make sure when you're building these that you want to put this in the palm of your hand. You don't want to put this straight on the table and start pressing bricks real hard into the middle,
Yeah.
because
No, but
Straight-
you give me an idea to
straight
build
back.
basically a template, so that way when they are at the show and they want to build their chassis, they pick their color, put that into the template. It'll
Mhm.
sit the wheels right in a little cubby. It has a flat surface on it for them to build, and when they're done, good idea. Yeah,
So
we'll
just
make
the-
it so that way they don't. Because I see hands and kids pushing and flexing, and I'm sure you've strain test the product itself,
Oh.
but knowing conventions and people and children to prevent any sort of strain would be ideal.
Yeah. it's rock solid.
Unreasonable.
I mean, it's a quality product. So you're not gonna. You'd have to make a pretty big effort to break it, but
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
but those the axles, having sound axles is key, because if your car's out of alignment, you're going to wiggle down the track. You want to make sure you're staying straight so that potential energy is not lost to friction by bouncing against the rail, right? So you're trying to conserve energy at every point, and bouncing against the rails is wasting energy. So keep those axles straight. Be careful with them as you build them. You're not going to break the car, but you just might not be as fast. So just a word to the wise. Just keep the palm under the chassis as you're building so that you're not putting strain on those axles.
Not bad.
Well, I also think your weights are going to be a huge hit. We've already had 2 to 3 people in there wanting weights.
Yeah, the weights are going to be cool.
Show yet.
I'm excited to see how those get integrated into things that aren't even, car related. See what your creativity comes up with, and optical illusions and those things we mentioned at the beginning. What were they called? The Tins and Grady. Yes, those things. That looks really cool. Things that require counterweights like trebuchets. Mechanisms for opening large castle doors, or whatever else. I'm really excited to see what movement within large builds with these 2x2 bricks. I know that Lego sells some that go with like the trebuchet kits, but they're huge, right? They're like 2x2x6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so they're giant, very big. This is much more condensed.
They're also discontinued now.
Yeah, super rare.
So they are getting very expensive on Bricklink to buy. So this is definitely the new source potentially for weight on a much cheaper value.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But not cheaper, better bang for your buck. Let's put it that way. It's not cheap. It's still very nicely made.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a solid brick of zinc.
Dude, for sure. And like I used to run these derbies with like the Derby Magic. You know the ones I'm talking about? They're like a 2x4, and then they've got the axle built into the brick itself.
Oh,
They like, I don't know what material it was, but like it just couldn't get like a good clutch. And this, I swear, like these just are rock solid clutch. So I'm just stoked about them.
Yeah, because those other ones from other brands that we've tinkered with, because I've been doing this for a long time in my '68 Mustang. Every time it hits the finish section of a track, those wheels are off, and they're they're all over the place, and then your car's crashing, and you're spending half the time rebuilding your car, and that's not fun. It's not fun when you have to rebuild the same thing over and over again. It's fun to
the goal is to tweak
and then build something new, but these wheels with those wheel assemblies we have, rock solid. Going to be a fun race.
That's going to be awesome.
I can't wait.
Yo, I can't wait
I have so many ideas
meet
floating around in my brain right now.
Good.
It's going to be great.
Let it sit and marinate.
4 weeks.
And you
no,
can
it
have
can't marinate. It has to happen.
There be dreams in your mind. Hey, if you didn't win something, don't fret, because at some point in the future, if we don't already have a place on our website for you to sign up, we will be giving away stuff every month. Look out for the newsletter, the Derby Drop. We will be raffling stuff, holding contests like, hey, build this thing that will get you kicked out of a science fair. Cool. You want to build a race car that's a dad joke? Great. We'll pick a winner every single month. We'll give away stuff, whether it's bricks, chassis.
And follow us on social. We're at Brick Derby on Facebook and on Instagram. So we'll be telling about the contest on there. So be sure to follow us at Brick Derby. And I think just Instagram and Facebook are our two main ones right now. So hit us there, and we'll let you know when the contests are coming up.
Sweet.
Nice. This is gonna be awesome. But wrapping up, this is awesome. As far as the giveaway was awesome, and just everything in general is awesome. I'm super excited to be seeing y'all in Chicago, because this will be an awesome networking process. But where can everybody find y'all? This is what we kind of do towards the end, is kind of tell us where we can find you guys.
Yeah, I'm at Brick Derby Brad on Instagram. So that's the best place to find me.
Nice.
Just at Brick Derby. You can DM, that goes to me. For sure, I'll see it. I'm also, if you have any questions, you have product ideas, you want to figure out how to be affiliate, whatever it is, you can always email me, chris@brickderby.com. That's the fastest way to get to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Freaking love it. And then I've got our updated socials.
What? You mean it?
Yeah, I got updated stuff because I've been slacking lately.
We appreciate you.
We try. I try.
Still waiting on my song.
You might have to. I don't know about that one. Oh, what the? Upload to drive failed. This is terrible.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
He said he's had it ready, but now he's coming up with excuses.
Where's the technical difficulties video?
Yeah.
Do it now. Do it now.
Yeah, where's that last one we didn't show him?
I love the music. The music's the best.
Much more creative people than myself made those.
I'm so grateful for you to just pop that up because it's just like I need a distraction. I need a distraction. No, we do have a socials update though, but here it is. Lord, who is?
Welcome, Steven Demon.
A little late.
I was wondering who was going to say it.
Well, you know what? It's better to be late. It's better to be late than early, I guess.
Hello.
It depends. With the Steven Demon, I don't think you want him to be late.
Hey, at least he came.
Yeah.
If we're talking a few days, that's fine. If we're talking 9 months, not so fine.
What is happening? We've lost control.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
We've entered the witching hour. It's after 11 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, definitely after 11 o'clock. All right,
2-hour tour.
Oh my god, folks, if you enjoyed the podcast episode, please tune in every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be here on YouTube on the ELPN channel. If you want to catch up on the episode or missed out on what we had shown today, go to the Brick Nite on ELPN podcast channel, which is available on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. And then check out any of the new content that we have coming out on TikTok as well as Instagram. Instagram is Brick Nite, where the E is a 3, and then on TikTok it's just Brick Nite.
I thought we were fixing that to where those were the same.
Is what it is. But as far as the content creators behind this channel, definitely give us a follow as well. We have at Supercabre, at Unhappy Mohawk. You can always go to their joint account at Superhawk Bricks. And then, of course, the sleeveless man who is wearing sleeves in this photograph at brick.it.jake, and then myself at ken.nerd, where my E's are 3s as well. But yeah, that's that right there.
Yeah, it's good. I'm ready for June. I'm not ready, but I'm ready for June.
I'm excited for June. Next week. Oh, and so next week's episode is going to be a very special episode. Next week is our mental health awareness episode, and we're going to have 3 special guests on there. We're going to have the gentleman who's currently in the comment section right now, Brick Dad Builds, in the episode, and then we're also going to have both Lego Master contestants, Corey and Tacos. So they'll be joining the episode.
Lego Master Corey and Lego Master contestant Taco.
Yeah, he won.
He won this
He got a
holiday
trophy.
spectacular.
Well, Lego Master holiday spectacular, Corey.
It's not Anakin, okay?
That guy.
He's allowed in the master bedroom. Okie dokie. And then Lego Master contestant Tacos. Oh my god, sorry about that. But please tune in. We're going to be live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about mental health awareness and how Lego makes an impact in that world. So hopefully we see a lot of folks join in, and definitely hop into the comments, say hello. But without further ado, I'll let Jake do his closeout, and then we'll call it a night.
You know, I don't even know how I want to spend it this year. Just kidding. From all of us here at Brick Nite, we hope you enjoy this awesome time with us. Peace out.